In our last video we have seen how to create a hotspots. Now let us see how to create a interactive report. Means when we click on the field it should display some information. So for this we will create a class LCL. We handle this is a local class definition deferred. I think you understand it very well. So if you don't have the object oriented concept knowledge, it is very difficult to understand from now. So I would say first you should have to learn object oriented in ABAP. If you don't know about object oriented, there is a course learn SAP ABAP which explains very detailedly every concepts in object oriented programming in ABAP. So for this, in our program we should have to create a event and a event handler method. So for that we will come here and delete this, and here we will be writing our code data gr events type ref to local class. We will be creating a local class. This is a and class now definition public section. I think you know how to create a local class. We use definition and implementation. Guys, I again request you to learn the object oriented concepts, because if you know the object oriented concepts it is very easy to understand the classes methods and write any programming. And now methods online click for event link click and SL of SALV table. So how to create a event and method handler for the event and call it in a local class, everything is discussed in my course SAP ABAP. Learn SAP ABAP. If you learn that, it is very easy to understand any coding using object orientation. So now let us import. This is the importing parameter, event handler method, importing row and column of the clicked value. Now let us end class. This is the local class definition. And now we have defined the local class with the event handler method, and we will register the event. Register event. For that we need a local reference event of the class events table. There is a class events table and is equal to get events. This is for getting the event, and create the object gr events. And now we should have to set the handler. Set the handler on line click for the local reference. Now let us call the method set screen status, which contains the parameters pf status and the report as SALV test function, and set the function lrc function all. So you just follow me and write the same code in your program. You will be understanding it slowly. If you know the ABAP concepts, it is very easy to understand. For now, if you don't understand also, follow me. You will be knowing the methods slowly one by one when you come into the experience. And now we will write lr underscore ALV display space close bracket, and last thing is we have defined the local class, but we should have to implement that class. Remember, every time we should have to implement the local class at the end of our code. So let us implement it here. So for implementation we use the implementation keyword, and the method we should have to implement is when we double click. To handle the double click here, it should read the table into the work area. Index is row. Here row is the index number. If size of bars is equal to 0, set the parameter id met with the work area material number and call transaction. So when we click, it should call the transaction mm03 and skip first screen. And method and end class. Now this is the code. Now let us check for any errors and let us execute it. So here the hotspot, let me click on 59 and basic data. So see here, it is calling the transaction mm03. So we have successfully written and executed the program. This is the interactive report using ALV concepts. Hope you understood. Go through twice or thrice if you don't understand. I am sure you will be comfortable if you know the object oriented concepts. It is very simple. Once you know what is event handler class, how to set the handler class in our program using local class, and how class is defined and how class are implemented. These are all object oriented concepts in ABAP. If you know the concepts, it is very easy. So that's it for now. See you in the next video.